The mighty Mississippi River carving its path through Memphis, Tennessee, where we're coming to you from tonight. Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Memphis Grizzlies going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. You look at Memphis, they're good enough for 8th place in the conference right now, looking to hold on to that. And, of course, the Pelicans, they're 5 spots away.
And for the Grizzlies, they've been strong at times this season, but they still have some hope. I think they're a playoff caliber team. I just don't think they're a championship caliber team.
This has been the thought all along. They have enough to compete night in and night out, but they're not taking 4 out of 7 from a top team in this league. No way.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. And for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. Now here's Morant. He's tightly guarded. Passes it to Winslow. Steve, compare it now to when you were playing. Did teams go deeper into their benches than they used to?
Yeah, they do. I think because of this load management, resting players. So you see a lot of guys play a lot. And also what they've done right now with the G League, being able to bring guys up. They use those guys, and I think it helps a lot, even not on games, but in practice. You'll see more guys are involved in giving guys rest.
Yeah, that makes sense. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Coach Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up. He had a lot of praise for Jrue Holiday, saying he gets after it at both ends, defends multiple positions, versatile offensively. I'm not sure he gets enough credit for how special a player he is. Kevin, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. So it's the Pelicans now, after Memphis gets the 3. Ingram finds ball. Puts it up from 12. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
One of the foremost offensive rebounders in the game. Favors always in pursuit.
Morant with it. Now defended by Williamson. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Pelicans with possession here. And the Grizzlies, they come in off a loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee. And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That's his first foul. From the inbound.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Showing off his work in the weight room. He's an and-one machine. Justin Winslow has that kind of potential.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
That's good from Winslow. A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Redick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Williamson, and the rejection by Jackson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Now here's Morant. He's covered by Ball. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4. A new Memphis head coach, 3 of the last 4 seasons. Changeover in the front office as well. Hopefully, they'll find some continuity moving forward.
J.J. Redick's checked in for the Pelicans. That's good from Morant. Smitty, this Grizzlies team has always given a good effort. How tough do you think it is to see a coach let go, even when his players are responding?
You know, it's very tough because you gain trust in that coach. And often having a coaching change are more of a symptom of what's going on above them in the front office.
Here's Morant. Zion Williamson making his last shot. Now here's Morant. Guarded closely. Pass to Winslow. Clock at 6. And the rejection by Favors.
What perfect timing on that play. Derek Favors, an outstanding shot blocker.
Pelicans trail by 7. Now Holiday. A 20-point game for him in the win against San Antonio.
And some of the passes he threaded through the defense were just incredible. He made it look so easy.
And Redick kicks to Ingram. Over Winslow. Doesn't go for him. And it's Memphis the other way. Their last meeting was in New Orleans, where they were unable to fight off the Pelicans.
Yeah, and last time out, they sort of shot themselves in the foot with the foul trouble. That was what led to them having such an ugly scoreline.
Really a game to forget, all because they spent most of it hacking away.
Here's Williamson. The Grizzlies making the shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And this is Alvin Gentry's 4th stop as an NBA head coach. He's been working as an NBA assistant, let's get this, since 1988.
Over 3 decades in this league. A decade coaching in college. Worked for and with so many legendary coaches, he's seen it all.
That free throw, no good.
And the Pelicans under head coach Alvin Gentry, a team that looks to get out and run.
Reason why, GA, he was an assistant under Mike D'Antoni in Phoenix when the pace and space trend was just getting started. Also on the bench for the Warriors, and we know how they like to get up and down. That up-tempo style is what he preaches.
And he's good on the second.
A changing of the guard for the Grizzlies. Their star veterans traded away. They held out as long as they could, but it was time.
Now here's Winslow. 11 points last game. Dishes to Jackson. Back to Winslow. 5 to shoot. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Let's check out the NBA's best three-point threats. 4th, Redick.
What a percentage that is for him from three-point range this season. His deep touch is about as good as you're going to see.
Four on the shot clock. Morant passes to Winslow.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
And he can extend the lead to double digits. And those great veterans, Marc Gasol, Mike Conley, Tony Allen, Zach Randolph had become a part of the fabric, Steve, of the Grizzlies franchise and the city of Memphis.
Tough to move on from that level of connection. All good things, though, have to end.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Pass to Jackson. The 3. Pelicans with the rebound. Favors got his 5th rebound in this one. Ingram passes to Williamson. Outside Holiday. The pass to Williamson. Tipped away. Morant with the steal. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
And at 78%, he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them all season long. And this Memphis team stakes its identity on defense.
Last season, top 3 in block percentage. They make their stand at the defensive end.
Now here is Holiday. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Now here's Morant, guarded by Holiday. Morant passes to Jackson. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Holiday. The 10-footer finds the target. Holiday's got 5 points so far.
Well, you see right there, Holiday can break you down and get up into his shot in rhythm.
Now here's Morant. Not a lot of room. Brooks dishes to Morant. Winslow wide open. He fires. Cans it from downtown. He's got 8.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Holiday looking over the floor. Here's Ingram. Again, the Pelicans score.
And the speed of Ingram makes him a nightmare for defenses in pick and rolls, constantly keeping them guessing.
Morant passes to Valanciunas. Derek Favors with the rebound. Favors has got 7 rebounds in the game. Redick against Jackson. Here's Williamson. Here's Favors. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And have to commend the unselfish attitude. Like how Morant just recognized the open man and the ball is right there.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Really consistent with their aggression. In that game, we saw very few lulls from an intensity standpoint.
A couple things stood out for me. They were relentless, and they also played under control. That's a deadly combination.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Jordan Bell comes in for Jackson. Anderson, he's checked in for Winslow. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Brooks. And then for New Orleans, Hayes comes in for Williamson. And Hart subbed in for Brandon Ingram. Now here is Holiday. He has 5. Here's Hart. Favors trying to break free. Hart, that's good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Now here's Morant, guarded by Holiday. Stripped away. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Moving it up. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And now just a 5-point Memphis lead. Now here's Morant. He's covered closely, taken away by Holiday. There's the feed to Reddick. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
This is the tricky part. Having enough left in the tank to finish the job.
Score of the basket is third after 5 shots.
Running it down their throats. 3 straight baskets there in transition.
One of the better defenders in the league. Jrue Holiday embraces the challenge.
Shoots from the high post. Memphis the rebound. Bell. No good again that time.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Here's Hart. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And defending the top scorers in the league is no picnic. But Jrue Holiday says it's fun for him.
That's what he grew up on. He comes from a basketball family. Defense was a topic of conversation at the dinner table.
And it's tied up with that one. Steady at the defensive end. Who are the best players in the league at selling a charge call?
I would say Kyle Lowry is one of my favorites. Marcus Smart, P.J. Tucker. Those are the guys that come to mind that do it well. They take charges and also they sell them.
Yeah, Tucker in particular, and I love Lowry, but he'll take it, and you know it hurts, but he takes it every game and multiple times a game, right? I mean, wow.
Yes, indeed.
And you think of the resiliency of New Orleans. It feeds into the ethos of their sports teams, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Certainly the Pelicans have had their challenges too. Injuries, turnover, and leadership. You can't give up, though. I think that's something this organization and the fans can relate to. The Pelicans tried to build a contender around Anthony Davis. They're hoping this go around with Zion Williamson, they'll be able to create a more complete team.
Here's a peek now at the 2K leaderboard. This year, these teams have made the most of their offensive rebounds. In third, the Pelicans.
One of the better rebounding teams in the league, especially on the offensive end. They never take that for granted in terms of whether the shot's going in.
And Steve, with the Anthony Davis trade completed, a new look for the Pelicans.
Yes, plan A, Kevin, was to make it work with Anthony Davis. Instead, they have acquired a lot of young talent, a ton of it. In time, they'll become a team, in my opinion, to be reckoned with.
Now here's Anderson, following the shot by Jrue Holiday. Jones the pass to Melton. Lets a floater go, and Okafor with the block. And up the floor again for New Orleans, running the court. The shot that time, not on target. Good D by Bell. Here's Melton. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Now here's Hayes, defended by Bell. And the foul on Jordan Bell. That is his first foul of the game. Moore outside. 14 feet away. That one good for 2.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Memphis has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jahlil Okafor. That is his first foul of the game. 1:36 left in the first. Here's Anderson. Here's Jang, and finished off by Jang.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
And he gets it back.
The question is, do you leave him in? Obviously, you don't want him to pick up a third foul this early.
Pelicans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. He hits both from the stripe. Memphis trailing here. Jones looking for an opening. 59 seconds left in the first quarter. It's rebounded by Hayes. Moore outside. Here's Holiday. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Now here's Jones. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Passes it to Anderson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Jones. That one misses. Excellent D there from Holiday. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Pelicans. It's a 3-point game. Good, nice job down low. Holiday's got 11.
Talk about scoring the basketball. Legit player. Holiday got paid because he can play.
To the inside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. That one, no good. Jrue Holiday has been on display for New Orleans. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We've got more in store for you right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disrupted.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
Pelicans leading by 5. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So for New Orleans right now, Hayes out there with Okafor. Then there's Etuan Moore. Then it's Ball. And it's Hart in at the 3, the small forward. And the rejection by Jang. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Here's Hart. No good with the layup.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it. Working in that mid-range area, the analytics may not love it, but that's a good look for him.
We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Van Heckling, that crosses the line, Smitty. You saw the Utah Jazz ban someone for life. How can the NBA do a better job of protecting the players?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I think each organization, let's take our hat off to the Utah Jazz. They acted swiftly and quickly, and I love what they did. they ban the fan for life, and I think you got to hit more of that. And also I think, you know, as far as the NBA and also along with these teams, have some kind of pregame or, like you said, before the season starts, just to reinforcing and stating the rules.
And at 6'6", Ball, very similar to Jason Kidd in terms of the vision that he plays the game with. His IQ is off the charts.
And he sinks the second. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Melton. He's coming off a 16-point game against Milwaukee. Feeds it to Jang. And finished off by Jang.
Going to the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to knock that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged. And everything has to be earned.
And here are the Pelicans now. The Grizzlies making the shot. Hart kicks the ball. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Hayes. He dishes it to Moore. They shoot again. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Down low, Melton, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Morant.
And when it comes to his scoring, he's enjoying a fantastic run. He's brought his points per game average up thanks to the work he's done in the past 10, and maybe he's got another big one in store tonight.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Some changes for Memphis. Valanciunas, who's checked in for Jang. Jackson comes in for Bell. And it's Justin Winslow in for Kyle Anderson. Williamson is checked in for the Pelicans. Brandon Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. Good on both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Ball, the pass to Williamson. Ingram outside. Pass to Williamson. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
I'll tell you, the plus wingspan is part of what makes Williamson so difficult to defend. Outside, Jones. Right side, Jackson. Ingram with the steal. Williamson with it. Working on Jones. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. All right, a chance to look at stats for Brandon Ingram. He's really stood out for them over the past month. He's getting around 20 points per, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Because he gives you someone to build your offense around. You can count on his nightly production.
That free throw good from Williamson.
And we first heard about Williamson in high school, and that was due to his dunking ability. Now he's a full-fledged star on the rise.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Brooks checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Jones with it. His last outing, he had 8 points. And there's the pass to Jackson. Here's Valanciunas. Pelicans with the rebound.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And steady improvement, Smitty, for Lithuanian big man Jonas Valanciunas. You look at his per-minute numbers, pretty impressive.
They are. He'll give you 20 and 10 with 30 minutes a night. But in today's game, it's so perimeter-oriented. Will he get that opportunity?
Here's Jones. And the Pelicans picked up 3 with their last shot. Passes it to Brooks. Back to Jones. Clock at 4. There's Winslow. That misses off the backboard. Pelicans leading by 5. Ball feeling it out a bit. Pass to Williamson. And it's blocked. Ingram against Winslow. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Ingram against Jackson. Now here's Williamson. Tight defense on him, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Now let's take a moment to see the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage. In third, the Grizzlies.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Zion Williamson unable to get his last shot to go. Winslow against Ball. Jones up top. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
For a player his size, Valanciunas has always been a good free throw shooter. We won't see a hack of Val anytime soon.
The Grizzlies haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas. And lately we have seen star players changing teams more often. Shorter contracts. Player options. Smitty, is there any downside to any of that?
You know, I think the downside is from a fan standpoint, you get invested in a player and he's moved in like 2 or 3 years. I think it should be where if a player wants to sign a longer-term contract with the organization, that should be a rule in play. But right now with these shorter contracts and player options, there's going to always be a lot of movement.
Now, here's Ball. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. A beautiful reverse layup. Ingram's got his second bucket of the night.
And not only can Ingram score from the perimeter, but he can also contribute inside. The way he releases his shot makes it very difficult to block. And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
And you know what? There was probably a better matchup on the floor, but when it goes in, nobody complains.
Now here's Williamson. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard. And, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
The Grizzlies have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. First free throw is good.
The 10th overall pick back in 2015, Justice Winslow has been fighting injuries, but he still has a chance to be very good.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. Outside, Redick. Kicks it to Ingram. Shoots from the elbow, and that one is good. Ingram's got 4 this quarter.
And you have to love seeing Ingram knock down the mid-range J, a lethal scorer who nails these shots with consistency.
Now here's Morant. He's coming off a 19-point game against Milwaukee.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist total show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
New Orleans in the lead. Ball dishes to Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Love whenever Ingram rises for the jam, just flushing it home in the face of the opposition.
Now here's Morant. 10 points for him. Favors with the rebound. Favors has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. It's Ingram on the wing. Covered by Winslow. Takes the 13-footer, and it's Williamson missing.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Morant passes to Jackson. Shoots over Redick. Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut down to just one on the basket from Jackson.
Terrific dime there. Morant realizing his responsibility to share the wealth with his teammates.
Ingram outside. Stolen by Winslow. And now Winslow pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Good anticipation and quick hands. Winslow right on top of that, igniting the fast break.
Now here's Ball. He's guarded closely. For Memphis, they've gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. They double him with Williamson. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too.
And so it's Memphis with it. Left side, Redick. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Memphis called for the foul.
And perimeter shooting never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's M.O. all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere.
For New Orleans, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. The free throw drops for Redick. And in today's game, if you don't have floor spacing, your offense is going to struggle.
They call it gravity, the ability of outside shooters to attract defensive attention. Redick, one of those you don't leave for a moment.
Jrue Holiday's checked in for Ball. And both free throws good for Redick.
You talk about a player who steadily improved over the course of his career. That's J.J. Redick, maximizing his potential.
Now here's Morant. He's got 10. Brooks kicks to Morant. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. And that's 13 points for Ja Morant.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Trying to find Brooks. He's got it now. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. And it's a 4-point Memphis lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Outside, Redick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Here's Williamson. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Pelicans trail by 6. Holiday with it. Guarded now by Jackson. They need this. And the rejection by Jackson. Inside, Valanciunas. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
And he's at 73% this year at the foul line. Adequate, but not spectacular.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Justice Winslow. New Orleans also making some changes. Hayes, he's checked in for Favors. And it's Josh Hart in for Ingram. The free throw drops for Valanciunas.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
A moment now to see the numbers for Anderson. He's putting up about 5 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 11. Shot to stop the run. And the rejection by Jackson. And Brooks, here we go. Makes it off the glass. Brooks has got the lead up to 11 now for Memphis.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
Now here is Holiday. He kicks to Hayes. Pass to Hart. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Memphis the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
And you could see them losing confidence, and it turned into a domino effect.
Here's Redick following the score by Memphis. Poked loose. Morant with the steal. Here's Brooks. Again, Memphis.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
And here's Holiday. Outside, Redick. Over Brooks. Not as good, and the Memphis leads get back down to 13 points, and that one coming from Redick.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 11. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Have to love the patience of Holiday. Excellent pump fake to get the defender in the air.
The Pelicans have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. The first one falls.
Every day, Holiday can be relied upon to bring focus, energy, toughness, and he's a terrific competitor.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Jang, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Bell comes in for Jaren Jackson. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Brooks. And the Pelicans also making a change. Okafor is checked in for Williamson. Both shots good from the stripe. There's 37 seconds left in the first half. Now the pass to Melton. He feeds it to Jang. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Bell. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. From deep three-point range. Melton, no good. Here's Hart. He's got 6. Okafor, high post. Here's Redick. It could go. And it's in. Oh, wow. He nails the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
That is situational basketball. It takes a good understanding and good execution.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Alongside Coach Alvin Gentry. Alvin, what sorts of adjustments are you going to make in the second half?
Well, we just got to get ourselves organized. We got to get back. We got to take better shots. You know, the problem that we have is we're taking bad shots and they're running out on them. We just got to take good shots and we got to get back and get our defense set.
The best defense is offensive efficiency. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. They never dug too deep a hole for themselves in the first period. The most they trailed by was 5. They're in a terrific position now thanks to their flawless execution in the second quarter. Some excellent work offensively now has them up 11 at the break. What'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Grizzlies?
Well, they really dictated the pace of the game with their transition game. They got out on the break every chance they had, and the time they could push the tempo, they did. And a lot of times it kept the defense scrambling like eggs with the cheese and apple juice.
Kenny, let's get your opinion on New Orleans.
Well, they're facing a team that shot very well in the first half. Now, that being said, they probably weren't aggressive enough on the defensive end. That was the difference.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
They're asking a lot of him, shouldering the load in a number of areas. You just hope he has enough left at the end.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Favors passes to Holiday. To the inside. And the dunk by Williamson.
This is too easy for Williamson. Once he gets established position, he is ready to attack the rim.
Now here's Brooks, and stolen by Favors. Ingram attacking. It's rebounded by Memphis. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Winslow against Ball, and it's good, 2 points. 14 points for Justice Winslow.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now here is Holiday. He's guarded closely. And a look here at the passing numbers over the last several months for Holiday.
The trend they've got to be pleased about is how many more assists he's been racking up. He's developed a pass-first mentality, and as well as he's been dishing it, that's a very good sign. All the guys around him are loving playing with him with the way things are going.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Jrue Holiday. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Now here's Morant. He's covered by Ball. Holiday with the block.
Terrific two-way player. Jrue Holiday not giving an inch when he sends that one way back.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And he lays in the alley-oop. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Now here is Holiday. 15 points in the game. Count the basket. 8 points for Derek Favors.
Favors can really hurt you from inside the paint. If he gets the ball in a good spot, he has the size and length needed to bury the shot.
Here's Morant. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Now here's Ball. Holiday. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Another nice play by Jrue Holiday, staying aggressive, scoring the ball at will.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his third foul of the game. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Winslow, the pass to Brooks. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. And here's the upcoming schedule for New Orleans. On Sunday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Sacramento Kings. Then on Tuesday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies.
In that game against the Knicks, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
To the middle, here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
And a quick look at the numbers for Morant. He's averaging 19 points per game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
It's not the monster game that we see from him occasionally, but it's still incredibly impressive.
And that one drops. Now it's just a 3-point Grizzly lead.
Yeah, how about the vision there by Ball, showing the unselfishness, just being a willing passer.
Now here's Morant, guarded closely. There's Winslow. The Grizzlies with another miss.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
And that one's good. Ingram.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Brooks outside. Pass to Valanciunas. And the rejection by Favors. Williamson dishes to Holiday. It's deflected, and he recovers it. And they take the lead.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Jones is checked in, and New Orleans also making a change. Moore's checked in. Free throw no good for Holiday. Memphis has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And purely from a physical standpoint, Ja Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight. and few players are more explosive athletically.
On the free throw, no good. And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
Yeah, this kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done. No question he got bumped on that shot.
First free throw is good.
The former third overall pick in the 2010 NBA draft, Derek Favors is a gifted big man and a crucial player to this team.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
He is definitely disappointed. He couldn't put his team up in front, but at least he knotted this one up.
Now Morant. 21 points in the game. Here's Jackson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
And when he was younger, Jaren Jackson said he was more passive offensively. Playing on talented teams, he focused on defense. Now he is expanding his game.
And he makes the first. And as Jackson looks to be more aggressive offensively, Smitty, what do you think is next for him?
I think for him, more turnovers than assists. He's got to improve his playmaking and recognition. Mostly a straight line driver, but in time, I think he'll have it more on a string and make better decisions.
Jackson hits both of them. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Puts it up from 12. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Now here's Morant, guarded by Holiday. To the paint, here's Valanciunas, and he makes good on the layup. Valanciunas has got his third bucket of the night.
Those are the plays where you see the strength of Valanciunas. The contact didn't bother him at all.
Pelicans trail by 4. Outside Holiday. Double team on Holiday. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
And so here is New Orleans. Williamson, the pass to Holiday. Williamson, it's good on the putback.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And now a quick rundown of the leading free throw shooters at small forward this year. It's a pretty sure thing whenever one of them gets to the line. Third is Brandon Ingram.
And there are some smooth strokes among that group, guys. I mean, just effortless perfection when they are at the stripe.
They might not all have the same technique, but they all have the same results.
Now here's Jones. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Morant kicks to Jackson. Good on the baseline, Jay. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Jones against Holiday. Williamson with it. The kick out to Holiday. Double team on Holiday. Here's Ingram. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And that's 12 points for Brandon Ingram.
And Ingram is so graceful with the catch-and-shoot jumper. His lightning-quick release allows him to get off his shot in no time.
Now here's Jackson. 10 points for him. The dish to Morant. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 kept alive. Valanciunas banked in off the glass. Valanciunas has got 4 points this quarter.
The persistence of Valanciunas paying off in a big way on the glass. He is just a tremendously hard worker.
Holiday gets the bucket.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Pass to Morant. They double him with Williamson. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here are the Grizzlies now. Jones dishes to Valanciunas. 5 to shoot. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Almost every move Valanciunas makes, there's going to be some contact. He just plays through it.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
Good decision to regather. Talk it over. Your main concern now is how to slow this guy down on the offensive end.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Jordan Bell's checked in for Jackson. Anderson comes in for Justice Winslow. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Morant. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Favors. Hayes comes in for Williamson. Hart, he's checked in for Ingram. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Moore. The shot by Redick, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Here's Melton. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Outside, Jones. The pass to Valanciunas. Looking for Anderson. He gets it there. And Okafor with the block. And New Orleans pushing it up now. A shot's good from Hayes.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. To the middle. Valanciunas passes to Bell. It's deflected. Here's Hart, defended by Anderson. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's foul number 2 for him. Hart kicks to Holiday. with a tie, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jahlil Okafor. And that'll be his third foul so far. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Memphis leading. Anderson outside. Here's Jang. A beautiful reverse layup. Jang's got 6.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Redick for 3. Rebounded by Bell.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Melton. Pelicans pull it in. Okafor's got his 6th rebound on the night. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Good job by Bell not giving up on the play, tracking the ball and blocking the shot.
Now here's Jones. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Inside. Bell's shot is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Holiday against Jones. Outside, Redick. Back to Holiday. And again, New Orleans has no luck. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. And when you think of Jordan Bell, you think of a do-it-all big man.
Specifically how strong he is on defense. Great timing for blocking shots, good hands, and can guard anybody out on the floor. Can finish plays as well when moving at the hoop.
Clock is at 3. Jang finds Jones. No good with the triple. Pelicans trail by 6. To the inside. Hart. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 9th assist in the game now. Memphis has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Down low. Here's Anderson. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Trying to become a better scorer on all 3 levels. This time, Anderson attacking the interior.
Now, here's Redick. 6 points for him. Hart the pass to Okafor. Kicks it to Holiday. It's Redick on the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight. That's his 4th foul of the evening. He needs to be careful now. Pick and choose where to be aggressive.
Brooks checked in for Memphis. Lonzo Ball, he's checked in for New Orleans. And here's Jones. No points in the game yet for him. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And checking out the numbers for Lonzo Ball, he's had an impressive second half of the season. He's around 6 points per game, 8 assists, and 4 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the calls.
Brooks outside. 29 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Jang. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Well, this is where he's inconsistent, and that can slow down your team's momentum.
Ball dishes to Redick. 11 seconds left in the third. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Ball. Here's the 3. That shot misses. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back to the action after this word. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hands. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. Right again, Ingram fill out the perimeter. He's out there with Jahlil Okafor, and it's Ball in at the 1 spot. Brooks misses.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Ball kicks to Okafor. Dishes it to Ingram. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
The knowledge that Ingram possesses, well aware that the D is going to hack him in these situations.
And he knocks down the first one.
And guys, really no ceiling on Ingram. This is a guy who has the potential to be a truly great player before it's all done.
Both free throws good for Ingram. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Now here's Jones. Okafor grabs the miss.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
And it's Ingram missing.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Brooks the pass to Bell. Here's Melton. He's covered by Ingram, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Bell dishes to Jones. 5 on the clock. Over Ingram. And the basket by Jones. And the Grizzlies lead by 6. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. "14 feet away. Here's Okafor, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And you can just see by the way he fought for the putback that he's still got a lot of gas in the tank.
Flat out effort play right there. The kind that can be the difference between a win and a loss.
Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Memphis. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Outside, Jones. Six to shoot. Passes it to Brooks. Jacks up a 3. Pelicans with the rebound. Hayes has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Ball. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You just can't allow Ball to get comfortable when he's penetrating inside. He does a great job of using his size and those hesitation moves to draw fouls.
He's off on the first. Jackson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Morant comes in for Tyus Jones. And New Orleans also making a change. Williamson is checked in for Okafor. He hits the second from the line.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
A floater. They grab their own miss. Jackson. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And guys, the offensive rebounding really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead.
Redick finds Ingram. Teardrop shot. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Brooks. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Here's Williamson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one's on Morant.
And we're not used to seeing a big man like Williamson move like this. Puts defenders in a bind.
First one falls for him. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Valanciunas is checked in. And the Pelicans also making a change. Favors is checked in. No good on the second free throw. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. No good from Valanciunas.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's Williamson missing.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Jackson. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Ingram. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Now here's Morant. Defense is right there. Valanciunas finds Winslow. Floats one up. That one doesn't drop. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Here's the lob to the hoop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Brooks. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. And that's 13 points for Brooks. Pelicans trail by 3. Ball, the pass to Favors. He dishes it to Ingram. He kicks the ball to tie it up. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Memphis has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Just superior focus from Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact.
So it's the Pelicans now. They trail by 6. Now here's Ball. He's tightly guarded. Just 5 to shoot. It's tipped.
Reading that play, Winslow was in perfect position for the swat. You want to talk about ugly? This team is losing, partly because he hasn't drained a shot all night.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Now, here's Ball. Outside, Redick. For three, Ingram. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
He's a great shooter, but not just a gunner. JJ finding the open man.
And Ball comes to help. Brooks outside. Inside. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Jonas Valanciunas, the big fella, dominating in the paint.
Now, here's Ball. Defense right on him. To the middle. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Now here's Morant. He's covered by Ball. And it's Morant missing.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look.
Good on the bucket. Now it's just a 3-point Grizzly lead.
And how clever is this guy? I mean, just no fear going with the soft, high-arcing floater.
Brooks against Redick. Here's Valanciunas. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Locked and loaded tonight. Whenever he's got any kind of a decent look, he's knocked it down.
He's been the reason they're in this position to win this game. He's been consistent and reliable.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Ja Morant.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
New Orleans making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I got a chance to find out what Alvin Gentry talked about with his players. He said, this is where we make our move. This game's going to come down to big plays. Whichever team makes them is going to come out of here with the win. Kevin, we know what side he's on.
Thank you, David. And that one, good. 8 points for Lonzo Ball.
After a lackluster first half, he's taken charge offensively. We'll see how the defense responds.
Pass to Morant. Left side, Jackson. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Ball kicks to Ingram. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
You see the length of Valanciunas on display with that block. Just went up and got it.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Williamson, the pass to Ball. To the paint. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Knocked loose, taken away by Holiday. Here's Williamson, and he goes big with a dunk right over Jaren Jackson.
Well, you see the value Drew brings on the defensive end. Anticipates well, has the long reach, and very quick hands.
Morant passes to Valanciunas. Second chance shot. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Favors. Here's Williamson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And now just a 1-point Grizzly lead.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Now here's Morant. He's covered closely. That one's not going to go.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
And here's Morant, following the three from Drew Holiday. Morant pushes to Valanciunas. Now Winslow, back to Valanciunas, and so the ball's out of bounds. Winslow touched it last. And the Pelicans with the possession. They're on a 16-6 run. Ball finds Holiday. Looking for Favors. He gets it there. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Morant with it. And he uses the glass on the layup. Morant's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
No stranger to big moments. Morant wants to be the man to take and make the big shot.
Can't hit that one. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Grizzlies. Brooks with the bucket. Brooks has got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies.
Justice Winslow has done an excellent job of being unselfish and making the right play.
Winslow against Ingram. Now the feed to Favors. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time, costly.
There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Morant. He's covered by Ball. Favors brings the double. Here's Morant. Good D by Holiday. New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's Ingram. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
So the first one drops, and that gives them the lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
54 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Favors against Valanciunas. 5 to shoot. Second shot opportunity, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Derek Favors.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. Jackson hits both of them.
And that was huge right there. Just as cool as he could be. And he's been clutch at the line there in a very tense moment.
And so timeout taken by Alvin Gentry. There's 37 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Ingram. Another shot. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. To take the lead, there's Winslow. Buries the triple.
Timeout, timeout. That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're behind by 3. We've got 13 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Also, interesting choice to be made right here. You need either a 3 or a quick 2 and a foul.
The ball. Lets it go from deep. Can't get the 3 to fall. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And as good as Morant's been, there's still plenty of upside. One of the younger players to enter the draft in 2019.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.